he's good. Somebody soldered the fiber cable back together. He's all good. He's fine.
Good. He's here.
Yeah.
We're set. But let us dive back in then to the world of Toril, to the land of Chult, underneath the forgotten city of Omun, and into the depths of the tomb. Where last we saw our heroes, our party of adventurers, were making their way through the back end of the tomb. After diving deep into its belly, into the literal gears of this beast, you decided to go behind the curtain, if you will, and go through what is very much the maintenance tunnels. You decided to investigate the sort of lower layer of the tomb before moving onward up through the many levels of the spiral staircase that you had discovered on the underground lake. You found a eerie grayish silver liquid clinging to the walls and to the floors of some of the hallways that you were passing through, past the spiral staircase. Very suspicious, very paranoid of this situation. You debated for some time onto how to deal with getting around this viscous fluid, and in the end settled it at last on a bit of a cleaning of this hallway via your local wizard Alexandria, or Valoria, as we call her. Using her shape water spell, her cantrip, she kept the water floating in the air, her concentration going as she slowly pushed out all of this viscous liquid out into the lake, and it would float across its surface, no longer to hamper the party. You did learn through investigation that this fluid was dangerous. Upon War touching it, he was damaged, his head hit with a psychic blast of energy. Knowing that to be the case, you removed it. Took a little bit of time, but it was done. You decided to venture out further into the hall and just found more of this viscous fluid, more of this issue. Decided instead to turn around and go up the spiral staircase and really see what is in here, what is behind the curtain. Leaving behind our poor druid dwarf, Brolin, for a mere moment. Brolin did peer into the next room, not quite knowing where the party had went, in a moment of contemplation. He discovered a very long chamber, one side, very tilted, long hallway. On the lower side, it looked to be it was covered in mosaics. On the lower side, it looked to be like a curtain, and on the other side, just a dead end. And there were mosaics everywhere. One of the mosaics at the end of the hall looked to have something like sticking out from it, like a box or something of the sort. He only briefly got to see this lit hallway. Magical, what seemed to be continuous flame spells on torches lighting the hallway. He immediately turned around and followed the party back up, listening to their voices as you guys went up and ascended back through the tomb that you had delved so deep within. You went into a chamber that had previously been scouted by both Valfine and Brolin, opening a secret door from behind and discovering a very strange room on the other side, where undead, very strange, blind artists, their mouths and eyes sewn shut, were in the midst of painting the walls of this sort of vast throne room. Whose floor is littered in bones. The very paintings that they were painting on the walls were the actions of all of you. Over the past couple of hours, a day, you're not sure. But it does seem to chronicle your events, and old things are getting painted over with new. You would have also spotted what looked to be one painting extra old of someone you don't recognize, a knight in with a yellow banner choking on what seems to be like a fog or a dust, acid cloud. You're not sure, but the last of them was effectively viewed. The last of that image was viewed by Valfine before it was painted over with her image as she was peering into this room. Seeing that these events are very concurrent, you decided to investigate and deal with these creatures. Get rid of this evidence of your being here. Valfine stepped in, fired her arrow, and upon doing so, the secret door that the party had moved through, most of the party being on the other side, Valfine being in the room, shut between them. At which point, the ground began to shake, the bones erupted, and a gigantic undead Tyrannosaurus Rex entered the room and began to attack you, Valfine. With the intelligence of our wizard down here, Alexandria, you were able to dimension door both you and War in, battled the beast and the many zombies being regurgitated from it. There was a point where War was in its maw. It got a little bit messy. The door got chiseled down on the other side by Whifflespark and Brolin, who were stuck on the other side, entered in and helped them complete the fight and saved your friend Valfine from certain doom. The room you are in now is littered with the undead corpses of a Tyrannosaurus zombie and many other zombies, as well as 3 blind undead artists still alive and just apparently in the midst of making a mural of War being chewed on by the giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. And that is where we are picking up where we left off, friends.
Coincidentally, that T-Rex did not do a very good job of chewing on you.
No, he didn't.
No.
No. It found hard shell beneath its maw. Absolutely.
He is more of a gobstopper, really.
Something you enjoy the flavor as it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Very hard shell. Takes a
Didn't
good
have
amount
time.
of time.
Alright, guys, in this case, a jawbreaker.
Yeah. So this is where we are leaving off, my friends. You should see the map that we were previously in the throne room chamber, and you should have access to your tokens and the like. Everybody's got their inspiration. We are ready to go, and the ball is in your court.
Oh, first we're gonna kill the artists.
We should stop them. Yes.
Oh, yeah. We're killing them.
Alright, so Fenrir continues his path to kill the artists because that's what he was sent to do.
Okay, yeah. Fenrir begins ripping down one of the artists. There are 2 more, Alexandria, Valfine. Do you guys want to detail how you just sort of wipe them to the side? They pose no threat. They don't resist. They try to get away, but they will inevitably fall to your might.
They always try to flee. Firebolt.
Yeah. You would.
I think before Valfine kills her, she mage hands the paintbrush out of his hand.
Okay, yeah, it would sort of reach for it in an undead, just sort of immediate, like almost instinctual animal sense of going for the thing that it probably covets the most, and would reach for it before what gets an arrow in the back kind of thing.
Yeah, just
yeah. And you will have on your hands 3 dead. Well, they were already dead, but no longer animated blind artists. And there are no other living things in this room besides yourselves.
I'm not sure I like those air quotes in a tomb of undead.
Well, they weren't alive, so.
Should we wipe these walls?
I will note the walls are covered in many thick layers of paint. You can attempt to wipe away, but I want you to understand how monumental of a task that
So,
is before.
I think it's less of a we should try and wipe them away and more of we should scatter paint randomly across them so they aren't.
Yeah, I was thinking perhaps we can just take their buckets and just
Like Jackson
spray
Pollock
the
it.
walls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's buckets around the walls. They seem to be scattered, probably at least 2 dozen in total. You can easily take some of them are empty, some of them are full, and start splattering them on the walls. It'll probably take the better part of, I would say, 10, maybe 20 minutes to really catch everything, and there probably is not enough paint for them here to cover every drop of the wall. There would still be holes, but you can make it too difficult for anyone to perceive what was illustrated easily enough.
I'd like to look around for ones that don't involve us and see what I can learn from those
Yes.
before we
Currently,
go crazy.
yeah, make a perception check.
I will help. Roland will help with that.
Okay, so by helping, you are just sort of at War's side, looking.
Yeah.
Helping him look versus just you looking yourself. Okay. I am interested, and not to be a picky DM, but I'm a bastard. How are you helping War versus just looking for yourself? Because if you're just also looking, that's your own role.
Be like, ooh. Brolin understands art. He's an artist.
Sure, that still applies to Brolin, not to War.
That was more of a joke. Brolin is not an artist.
Oh.
No, I can help you. I can help you interpret what's in the painting. You know, it's
Roll with disadvantage.
I would say in this situation, Brolin, you can roll your own check. I think that makes more
Okay.
sense because I'm not sure how you're helping War, truly, since it's just looking for a thing. So you could make your own roll. War already did fantastic.
Oh, War rolled a 22.
Yeah. So give me a roll too. Maybe you caught some of the similar thing.
I just want to see who was over there.
No.
Okay. Yeah, for you, Brolin, you're probably around where War is, wanting to assist him in this situation by finding information and pointing it out as well. And it's a lot of what illustrations that you can see before they are covered up, which I imagine is what you were doing before the paint flies. Nothing that you can see, Brolin, per se. War, you see the remnants of like maybe like a half a face that was in the middle of being painted over, probably by like a knee or like a shoulder of Valfine. And like the face doesn't seem to be. It seems to be of a human face. It's not Victor's, so you presume it's nobody in the party. And it's somebody who seems that their mouth is like wide open, their eyes are bloodshot. They look like they're possibly choking.
Somewhere.
Is there anything that I can figure out like how they're dying or if they're dying in that frame?
22 perception. They look like they're choking.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be what you can glean.
This is more of a player question, but doesn't prestidigitation, can't you restore something to its previous state?
I don't believe you.
No, you can only
clean
Soil or unsoiled?
or unsoil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you could probably like make these dirty, but that
Can you
Absolutely.
mend a painting back to its original?
it's not a tear.
Technically, we have all of the
If only-
droplets of paint.
If only there was some way to mend things.
I would say that this is a little too complex, being like an artistic interpretation.
I know, I
What
was
if
coming
I
up with
make
ridiculous
a
ideas.
performance check to put them all back in the right places?
That is something I would say more investigation. I would allow you to try to piece together parts, maybe, if you could find enough.
Get to it,
Yeah.
Sherlock.
I would also like to look in the pit.
Elementary, my dear Alexandria.
The pit that the zombie came out of.
So
the
like
Tyrannosaurus
walk
Rex.
down here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I suggest Wifflespark suggests we toss the artist into the T-Rex hole.
Well, the pit itself isn't actually quite deep. It looks as though the bones that form the floor beneath you have kind of just sunk down into that area, and you can tell parts of the floor you're on, War, are still made of like stone. Like you're still like your feet just underneath the bones, like maybe just a couple layers. There is actual stone, and you can see parts of the bones that don't litter quite as heavy. That there is a stone floor under here. This area looks as though it was probably carved out, but it's just filled with bones, and this thing must have been resting underneath it. They've kind of piled in for the most part, like just sort of sunk in, and you can see the bottom's probably only about 3 feet down from where the bones have filled in the space of where this creature was. I wouldn't say
What do you
3
think?
feet, more like 10.
Do we think this pit's worth searching for this thing's previous victims belonging?
We could check its gut too, or
That might
You're welcome to do that, but I am not going to attempt to exhume anything from that corpse.
Moral search.
Oh dear.
well, while War is searching, going by the previous place that we were exploring, I'm gonna check behind the statues because there are secret doors behind the zombies.
Behind the zombies, the statues are of like wasp-headed warriors.
Oh no, behind the zombies. We had a previous area where there are secret doors behind the zombie alcoves.
Oh yeah, you're talking.
So I'm just
about,
searching alcoves as a habit.
By all means, make a search. And War, what are you searching? The
The T-Rex.
T-Rex, go for it. And as well with
Investigation?
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
Yeah. What is
Investigation or perception for mine?
What is everybody else doing? There was a mention of covering up some of the It'll be and it would be perception for yours, Wiffles.
Okay, I'm gonna guidance myself first.
Roger. There was mention of covering the paint. Is that something you were doing, Alexandria?
Yeah, I will help for sure.
Well, I got an 8.
Come over.
Nice. Valfine, I'm making a lot of presumptions right now. You tell me if I'm wrong. Were you helping Alexandria?
First,
Yeah.
I would like to jump down off of the statue that I've been standing on while we've been having this conversation. Yeah. So, boop.
Oh, yeah, you're not wasted. You would probably have already felt your lethargy for a moment there. Probably what took you a while to climb down.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that. How deep is the T-Rex hole?
It's like about 10 feet. It's filled with bones.
Interesting. Okay. I'd like to move over to the throne.
Okay, yep. Are you checking out the throne?
Can I check for switches, buttons?
Absolutely. I'm trying to get
Moving
everybody
things?
I'm trying to get everybody to a roll so I can go through everybody and then come right back. So yeah, that's what you'd like to do. Make a perception. And Brolin, you're my last boy for a roll. What is Brolin doing?
Brolin was gonna look at the look at the throne too.
Okay, yeah, looking at the throne as well. Because it's such a small object, I think it does make sense that you would have to be assisting Valfine versus just, like, with war it being such a vast wall and you're looking pretty much everywhere. It's a little bit more difficult, but if you are just focusing both on one object, I'll allow you to help her with the roll if you want. Or you can make your own
Yeah,
roll.
yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Boop.
Valfine, you have assistance as Brolin helps you.
Well, Valfine found whatever isn't there.
See, I
That's
went
not
from
hard,
having
that
10
one.
passive to this tonight, so I'm good with this.
Very good.
So give me what's this throne? So just kind of like running her fingers over it, see if there are any like indents or things for like hidden pockets or switches to be pressed on the floor or
Yeah, we see you and Brolin going through that. Before I get to you, War, you were my first role in this situation. It looks as though you are just searching around this thing.
Searching through the
The corpse,
wreckage of this thing.
the
It's
wreckage of
just
this
meat.
thing to find anything left over. You search fairly thoroughly. You look around to find what there is, and it's just a lot of flesh, a lot of rot. You find the remnants of what is probably 3, maybe the pieces of a 4th Chultan. You imagine, similar to the undead corpses that you have here. What pieces of cloth and clothing and other bits you find seem to be of the nothing of extreme interest. It's very much like worker class. Like the way these zombies, what they're wearing is very just tattered clothes. It's what you'd expect somebody who was an indentured servant would wear.
Alrighty.
And other than that, there's nothing. There's nothing else among these bones as you're searching through.
Cool.
Whifflespark, you are looking around the statues as War is searching through.
Correct.
Okay, so
I'm going in a counterclockwise way from the door we entered.
And you got an 8.
Or clockwise from the way. Yeah, I got a 1 plus 4 plus 3 from my guidance.
So it would be an 8 since there's no natural 1 failures.
Yeah.
Skills. Looking around, you see effectively what I did describe before. You see that each of these statues, one thing to note is they all seem to be very similar in make. Somebody took the time to really make them look similar and not unique in their fashion. They're all. It's a little bit odd. You're not sure if this is a cultural thing, but they are what look to be the bodies of Chultan warriors. Very much the same like weapons and like gear and clothes and attire. But the heads are that of just a wild wasp. Not sure what the significance is behind that, but as far as anything secret about the statues, anything resting behind them that wasn't seen before, your eyes do not reveal anything out of the ordinary. Perfect. Brolin and Valfine.
Yes.
I was gonna say, before that happens, could I,
Before what?
before we go to the throne, would
Well, you were at the
Brolin,
throne. What's up?
well, this before whatever is revealed, because Brolin did walk past the wasp statue. As he's from Chult, would he know anything about the wasp-headed individuals?
The only thing that you could presume, I think, without having to roll anything, just a natural knowledge of Chult, you know that Uptao was never viewed with a human head. He always had a animal head in his shape. He never took the head of man. He always had the body, but never the head.
Oh yeah, it could be there could be Ubtao.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if
Never,
Whiffle Spark has mentioned that interest yet. I think this has all been sort of information that is privy to him.
Oh, I thought there were statues right here.
There are
Someone
statues right
mentioned-
there, but everything I was just talking about was information I was giving to Whiffle Spark that he is
Oh.
just discovering right now. He wasn't talking
Okay.
out loud, unless you were Whiffle Spark.
He might have been mumbling, but nothing legible.
Okay,
Nothing.
Never mind.
If he brings it up, absolutely, you would have
And
to know.
just to clarify, every statue has a wasp head.
Every statue has a wasp head.
Okay.
So let me just find this. Okay, so to note, you made a 22. You made a 22 perception check. You will note that the throne is made from real flesh and bone, probably and most likely of the human variety. The skulls piled around it are that of children. Definitely small enough to not be adult. There is a large skull atop the throne, which is definitely worth noting, and it looks to belong to a creature that is definitely not human. I would like either Valfine or Brolin to make a history check for me.
DM, do I get advantage because of my background
You do.
as a sage?
You do.
Good, because that would have sucked if I didn't.
Some people, and Brolin would probably think this with a roll of 4, that it looks to be the head of like a bull, like a cow. But Valfine, you would recognize some of the features as being just a little too defined. That this is something a little bit more. You think that this is probably the skull of the labyrinthine creature, a minotaur.
Recently dead, well bleached, or is it like a?
It has been. There's no longer skin on it. It hasn't quite been bleached, but this is a skull. A full skull, no flesh clinging to it, of what probably was once a minotaur. And did you say that you were? Yeah, you said that you were sort of running your fingers around it, like interacting.
Yeah. Full on, like
See
top to
anything
bottom.
under the flesh, absolutely.
Right.
Okay, cool. And that's just that. So the skull is at the top of the throne. You were kind of what parts of the throne are you interacting with?
Just generally around the backboard, I guess backboard, where most of the weight is held. Yeah.
You do not find any other like secret switches or any kind of mechanical things along the backside or on the sort of front of the arms of the throne or anywhere that is within reach. You don't find anything out of the ordinary. It seems to be a throne, stitched of the flesh of humans, and with the skulls of children around it. And
Nice.
a big old minotaur skull at the top.
Well, charming.
Alexandria, you are just going through and washing these walls, or was there something else you were doing while you see everybody else kind of divvy about the room?
That's her priority, is making sure these walls are as obscured as they can be with the materials that we have.
Even alone, the process won't take long. It's just literally pick up, splash, pick up, splash. You can effectively get any corner, politely asking people to move out of the way.
All right. Well, after that's all done, I'm not gonna come up with anything, but I want to check anyway. Can I check these alcoves for anything unique about them? I'm looking for like levers, stones that can be pressed, anything
Yeah.
that stands out.
Make a perception.
I will guidance you.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll start seeing. He's like, I imagine you're just like, and then you just see like she starts, and you're like, maybe you, and then just. Yeah, you can take guidance. That's a D4.
Okay. So I'll just roll that.
I realized I should have Fenrir helping me search for things because he can make the help action. It's one of the actions he can
That is
make.
one of the actions he can make.
Dirty 20.
Alexandra, yeah,
Dirty.
you were looking around these statues, trying to find anything out of the place, anything unordinary. Probably, I don't know. Up to you if you think maybe you just saw Whiffle Spark doing it, and you're like, I should maybe take a look too. It's up to you if you think that is a trigger of this action. But as you are looking around, Whiffle Spark looks over to you. So you're searching one of these statues, and you feel like something isn't right, quite right about the one right over here on the end. There is just something off-putting about the alcove itself, sort of surrounding the statue. It doesn't seem to be built in the same way, and you're kind of like measuring distances, but you're on the brink, and you start to give up when you think that like maybe you're going crazy, and that's the moment that Whiffle Spark just gives you that edge, that push over, and you feel that magic. And the dwarven gear, somewhere deep in your brain, turns just a little bit faster. And it clicks.
Dwarven gear.
I turned on the overclock.
The overclock. There is a false wall. There is a false wall behind this statue. You can even see the outlines of it, of what looks to be a secret door.
Hell yeah.
I knew it, and I didn't need any help at all.
I'm so glad I guided you though, because I'm guessing that check was 20.
I'm guessing it was 20.
The old dwarven gears.
Well, if we don't want to go down the hallway, I have found us potentially another maintenance entrance. There's a false wall here.
We should at least look behind it if we can figure out how to open it.
Yeah, I think when war is done down there, he would totally be the one I would want to go through first.
Through which door?
This hidden door in the upper left alcove.
Now that we have an idea that it's here, do we have any idea how to open it?
Yes, I think with Alexandra's role, she would have recognized that there does seem to be I believe what looks to be like a toe detachment from the statue that probably wouldn't have been noticed without the keen eye of knowing there would have to be something here, and basically it being a switch of some sort.
So the pinky toe is the lever that opens the door.
Yes, it is.
All right.
You have to stub the statue's toe.
Well, Dwar, if you want to see what's behind hidden door number 1, I can diddle this guy's pinky and...
I think this might be hidden door number 2. I think it broke hidden door number 1.
Yeah,
That's
we
true,
came
we
through
do.
one.
That's fair enough.
Alrighty.
Well, good find. Also note that there's a minotaur head on the top of the throne, so if we planned on running any sort of labyrinth, we should probably keep our eyes and ears open.
Well, I would assume that would mean the labyrinth is safe, since the Minotaur's clearly been removed.
Or
Sure.
that one aged out.
Aged out, yeah.
That's my my assumption is there was a position that was filled.
Does it look like the skull can be removed?
Yeah, it looks like it probably would come off if given enough. It looks like it's just sort of sitting in the top of it.
Does it have any runes or carvings in it at all?
No runes or carvings, but the horns look as though they probably were sharpened very, very well over the time of the Minotaur's life. The horns are particularly sharp.
Can we make a helmet out of it for Fenrir?
I was about to say, I kind of want to make a helmet out of it for Brolin, so he looks like the lizard people helmet from Divinity 2 that's just abnormally huge on their body.
Hey, Valfiend, can you detect magic?
No, I'm a rogue.
Yeah, but you cast spells.
I cast them. I don't.
Oh, if only we had a wizard who could detect magic.
Then why were you asking me?
I
If
was hoping
only
you-
druids could detect magic.
Yeah, no, that'd be nice.
I'm still confused as to why this question was directed at me. Alexandria.
Because Alexandria doesn't like me.
Alexandria.
It's true. It's true. I detest him.
Hmm,
Would you do it for me? I guess.
What do you want me to do? Use detect magic on this random throne head?
Brolin, what do you want her to use detect magic on?
the Minotaur skull.
The Minotaur skull.
And you believe this is a magical item?
And you believe this is a magical item?
I am directly talking to him.
I mean,
You don't need to do that. All right, we're fine.
Oh,
Brolin will
All
smile.
right, just making
and
sure.
Brolin will smile and look at Valfine and we go, well, it's a throne of children's skulls, and for some reason there's a Minotaur skull on top. Must have some importance.
If only druids could cast detect magic.
I don't think they can.
If only.
If only.
Only they could.
Can you help me out here, Alexandria?
Can I?
What would you like to do, Alexander?
Well, I feel like this door is a little more pressing than whatever it is Brolin's trying to do.
Oh God, I can detect magic. Fuck.
Cost you a spell slot.
Brolin will do it. Oh
I mean,
wait.
yeah, he's asking me to spend a spell slot.
I
So
was
it's
gonna
like,
say, where has he been this whole time?
Do you have to prepare it though?
Do you have
It's a ritual
I don't.
spell.
I don't
That's
remember how
true.
druids work.
Oh, I don't know.
Is it a ritual?
Druids
Do
have
you have ritual
rituals.
casting?
Well, druids don't have ritual casting, but I can cast it as a
Uh-huh.
ritual.
Oh wait, you probably don't have it prepared. Never mind. I was
Yeah,
just
I don't have-
harassing you because
Yeah, I don't have
I
it
knew
prepared.
druids could cast that spell.
Yeah, it is not on your list either. You do have access to it, but it is not on the list from what I can see. Either.
Okay, I touched the Minotaur skull.
Okay, yeah, you're climbing up to grab the Minotaur skull. Are we opening the chamber around the same time? Are we letting Brolin do his own thing? Are we waiting? What's the time of like doing things?
well, I told War to let me know when he's ready, or I suppose he can diddle the foot whenever he likes.
I said I was ready, so
Apparently, we're
let's do
opening the door while he climbs the skull and gets eaten by children's skulls.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's certainly a tale I'll be able
I
to
mean,
tell
it
my
could
children.
also be a young minotaur.
I just
And
need
it
to know
fits the
what
theme.
scene. I just need to know what scene I'm focusing on right now. Am I focusing
We'll,
on the?
we'll wait on the skull statue thing.
Okay.
Why not trigger two traps at the same time? I feel like that's
Nah.
you know, it's pretty exciting, you know?
So you're doing
Choice.
We're doing the
Choice.
statue first.
Why not? It's still in the room.
I'm gonna step back from both the door
Or
and
wait.
the throne.
What did you
By
say?
statue, do you mean minotaur skull or
I mean,
the door?
Are we interacting with? The
Okay,
dwarves
are we doing Brolin or
Brolin?
War?
Brolin?
Okay.
Is what I was voting for.
I
Okay.
just need to know who we're doing. So
We're
Brolin,
doing
you're
Brolin.
climbing
First
up,
base.
You're climbing up, I imagine, the front side of the chair to grab this thing, right? Yes, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm sorry. No. Yeah. So Brolin's gonna probably
the-
stand up on the seat.
Yeah, because the back side would be too tall. All right, yeah.
Brolin's
You
not too tall.
you grasp both horns and you lift it, and you have a Minotaur skull. Make a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
No.
Oh no!
Oh, that's my worst one. All right, I'm using inspiration.
Okay, I'll steal it from you really quick. Just say yes.
Somebody once told me the world is
You may
gonna
roll
roll.
with advantage. Very nice.
I'm leaving this room with
So,
this head.
as you grip upon it, you immediately feel a presence try to infiltrate into your mind, but you resist it, bro.
Whoa, 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 whoa! He puts it back on. Holy
Do
crap!
you
I was
drop
right.
it on the chair? Do you put it back?
I kind of like push it onto the seat of the chair.
All right, yeah, you just leave it and you step back from it.
Oh, that was close. Oh,
What?
I was
What?
right. It was like the Alexandria. It's like the ring and the staff. It was like something was trying to get inside me.
And you didn't let it?
Oh no!
Well, that seems counterproductive, doesn't it?
Anyway,
you
I
would
might.
hear the voice of Moa inside of your head, Brolin, reassure you. That was very close. There is no trickster god to take that form. Whatever that was dangerous.
Yeah. I don't think this is a trickster god. I think this is something different.
So it's like them, but it's different.
This Moa says it's not a trickster god.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, are you ready for this door?
We shall leave that where it is then.
All right, fair enough. It's close.
All right, War, you are opening the door.
Next long rest, I may recover that.
I wouldn't, Wifflespark. I don't think you have the ability to handle that.
You push the toe, and as you do, you legitimately stub it, and it just sort of shrinks into
No.
itself. As that happens, you feel a light rumbling, as the statue before you starts to shake and lift, and then lift slightly, and then begin to sink. As it sinks into the ground in front of you, into a compartment just below it, the wall behind it shifts over to reveal a chamber beyond. And I will describe that to you. The walls of this room are adorned with tile mosaics of a jungle city, intermingled with frescoes of flowering plants, birds, insects, and humans, wearing gold skirts and carrying spears and ornate jugs. The ceiling is painted to look like a clear blue sky. A small bejeweled cockroach rests atop the sarcophagus of black basalt in the middle of the room. A 2-foot diameter orb hanging from a chain above the sarcophagus is made of hammered gold to resemble a smiling sun.
Teletubbies lived here.
It does look to be quite a, compared to the many skulls, the smell of decay, the overall theme of death throughout the rest of the tomb that you have been so privy to. This room seems to offer some refuse from that.
I checked for traps.
How are you doing that from, positioning is important.
I guess I step on top of the statue head.
Oh, yeah, I think after it sunk into the ground, a slate went across it.
I may do it from here is where I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay, yeah.
After I guidance myself.
Make a perception check. And War, do you want to assist him or make your own roll?
I can assist.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with advantage. Looks like give me
terrible rolls.
Okay. It
Well.
is a nothing prevalent to you right here and now. No.
Okay, then I step in.
Hey, really quick, while they're doing that, since we actually do know that the skull is something, can I be spending the next 10 minutes doing an identify ritual?
Oh, please, yeah, go for it.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, you are doing that while they're
Brolin gives you the most like, oh, I can't believe you stare.
I am doing this for your benefit. So please continue to give me that icy stare.
It's not icy. It's just more like, come on.
I investigate the sarcophagus.
Oh, you just looking like. Well, I mean, you saw the sarcophagus from where you were. Your perception check didn't really reveal
Okay.
anything. I mean, if you just want to look around it, looks the same.
I'm gonna look around the room, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, looking around the room, you see the same beautiful illustration of what you presume is probably, and for you, definitely would know, this is Omo around you in its heyday.
Okay.
As you recall it, last time you were here. You would also notice that there is a name atop the sarcophagus that you wouldn't have seen from where you were. It says Napaka. Now make a history check for me, because you did say that you visited Omo before. I'm curious if this name, if you recall this name. This is the you're kind of shocked, just a little bit, because I don't know that you expected it to be here. Really? Okay. This is the tomb of the Queen of Chult herself, Napaka, ruler of Omo, the capital of Chult.
I look back outside at this area, and I look around here again. I'm like, I don't think this is how this tomb was supposed to look.
It's quite grand, in fact, and with a 20, you would even note that just to confirm your thoughts, that the bejeweled cockroach atop the sarcophagus is her prized jewelry box.
It's a weird jewelry
This
box.
belongs in a museum.
Yeah, this belongs in a museum. Very much the talk of her courtiers.
I am going to investigate that.
By investigate, what do you?
Oh, I'm actually gonna look through the jeweled box on top.
Okay, yeah. So you're getting up there to check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch.
Okay, yeah. You touch. What is War Valfine Brolin? What are you guys doing during Whifflespark's investigation? Are you also in their investigation? I want to make sure. I know Alexandria is casting Identify.
Alfine would step up behind War and kind of peek over into the room, sort of watching, I guess, Whifflespark dart between different things.
War's
Curious,
trying
of course.
to eye out for traps and things, and just keep an eye on Whifflespark.
Okay. And
Yeah, I mean, nothing. We pretty much scoured the room I'm in, so.
perfect. And Brolin.
There's not really much you can do other than
Okay.
maybe
Just wanted to make sure I was talking to everybody.
keep an eye on Alexandria. Make sure the skull doesn't possess her. That'd be really bad.
Definitely. So, Whifflespark, you are investigating the very coveted object of the very Queen of Chult Napaka, her jewelry, her cockroach bejeweled jewelry box. You're short, right?
Yeah, I'll step on top of top of Fenrir.
Fenrir. Okay, so are you climbing onto the sarcophagus?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, and you grasp the jewelry box, and you see it. It's just this gorgeous, beautiful, bejeweled object. As you do that, something happens. You probably wouldn't notice it because of where you are right now, Whifflespark, but Warren Valthine definitely, with their focus on this room watching Whifflespark, would see that something has changed within the room as Whifflespark lifts this jewelry box. The sun has begun to turn red, and its smiling face of joy has turned into a very angry frown.
Professor.
As this happens, I want
Whifflespark.
everyone, including Alexandria and Brolin, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, what?
Okay, so is this the effect that I can see?
You can see it as the sun bursts with light and rays of scorching fire shoot across the room towards everyone outside, even as so much to be outside of the room and right into Alexandria. There is one for each of you.
I also flash of genius that, so I get it's a 12.
This is not targeting only me. If
It
that's
is not targeting only you.
16.
16, okay.
What if I choose not to roll?
Then you fail.
Oh.
Can choose to fail. I mean, if
You
you
can
don't
always
probably
choose to
don't
fail if you want.
want to do that.
I have a roll from Whiffle Spark. Okay, perfect. Amazing. Do you guys want rolled dice or flat damage?
Oh.
We all failed.
Oh.
No, not all of you.
Oh
it's-
no.
It's a half damage thing, so
Do you want do you want rolled dice or flat damage? That's going to be for everybody.
If I
you know what?
succeeded,
I'll go
so
one at a time. Let's go one at a time. 'cause
before we do this, if I succeeded, I take no damage anyway because evasion. So
we'll see. Let's start. So Whiffle Spark, you got a 12.
great.
Right? You failed.
Yes, 12.
You want? Do you failed? Do you want flat damage or a roll?
I'll just take flat damage.
You
I'll take flat damage too.
Well, you might want to wait. Whiffle Spark, you take 42 points of damage.
Okay.
42 points of fire damage. So apply that to your character. Next is Alexandria. Flat damage will kill you. Would you like me to roll? Well, it will drop you unconscious.
Oh my god! I was like, what the fuck? Are you kidding?
I will. Yeah, I'll just roll it.
57.
Oh.
Nice.
Not enough to kill you outright, but you are at 0 HP and unconscious on the floor. Whiffle Spark, you survived
Nice.
it. Next is Valfine, who did manage to save, which means you take no damage at all.
Correct.
Yeah, with evasion. Yeah.
You are the only one to soar by and not get struck by this. War, you saved. Would you like to take?
I
21?
will use my reaction to use my shield master feat to take no damage.
To take no damage, so it burns across there. Brolin.
It is like a half damage thing, right?
Oh, it's half. Is it half or no?
So if it's a half damage dex save thing,
It's a half.
Then
damage
I
save
can-
thing.
okay, yeah, then I can use
Stop
the
it
shield
all
master
together.
to take.
Perfect. And Brolin, would you like the 42 or do you want me to roll?
Let's go for the roll.
Okay. You take 46 points of damage.
Oh,
I
boy.
like that everyone who's rolled took more damage than if they would have taken flat. Sorry, everyone.
Oof.
Valoria.
All right. Excellent. And so it is also worth noting. Nope. This part is fine. Okay, perfect. So
What?
in this moment, we literally see Spark pick it up. We hear just sort of that hum of like almost like the hum of like a heater turning on, like a huge furnace. And this sun begins to rattle as these beams riddle out. And they strike across War's shield. They go right down onto Whiffle Spark and almost fully cover him in flames, but he's somehow still standing. Valfine just narrowly dodges out of the way of the beam as it soars by. Brolin, apply the 46 to your token for me. I don't quite see it yet. As it sears right into your side, almost knocking you down. And one strike goes right for Alexandria, and she drops to the ground unconscious. I would like you to make a death saving throw for me, Alexandria. You succeed one. Mark it.
I mean,
Brolin.
Delphine's gonna sprint over there.
Yeah, Brolin immediately sees it, and he gonna throw an extra spicy heal your way. So before it even happens,
All right, spend in a spell
For-
slot.
I am getting don't scare Brolin like that. He's going to cast a level 3 Cure Wounds.
A level 3 cure wounds. Let's see that roll. As you would have to approach Alexandria and be
Yeah,
able to do
yeah,
so.
he rushes. Holy crap! Come here. It's all right.
Nice. 20 points of healing, Alexandria, as it surges into you.
So yeah, bunch of magical energy. Probably his biggest deal he's ever done.
All right, yeah, she'll come back.
You all right?
What hit me just now?
Wiffle Spark.
Wiffle Spark.
Wiffle Spark is like he's got one of his hairs sticking up with like a fire.
Woogle Spark isn't actually moving right now because he doesn't want to actually set down the box and that to happen again, or to move and have that happen again.
Why didn't you let me check for traps? What are you doing? Touching things.
Pretty sure that this wasn't a trap you could have seen.
Are you sure about that?
And I did check for traps.
You didn't find that one?
How did I get hit?
Big fire explosion. I
I
got
think
hit too.
because I moved. I'm sorry about that. But
Oh, okay.
wow, can we be careful with that? What is it? What are you doing with it?
Can I look at the sun and see what its expression is?
It has cooled down back to a smile.
Oh my god.
It's smiling again.
Well, it was doing that before, right?
Before you touched it, yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here and we'll figure this out.
Can I
Somebody just pinch the toe and seal him in there so he can figure it out. Not kill the rest of us.
so after all this shit has happened, can Valfian step in and scan the room for traps this time?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so she would do her own check after
Yeah,
You know.
make a check for traps.
burning. What do I see?
Unfortunately, if Wiffle Spark triggered it, if there was a rune, it's not there anymore. At which point you would have to do an arcane check. Mechanically, you don't see any other traps. Obviously, the first ding 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 is the sun is the thing that shot me with fire, so that is your source. Must have been tied somehow, connected. Definitely not mechanically. Must have been in the arcane to the jewelry box.
Can I know I can't detect magic, but can I make an Arcana check and
Yeah. make
see
an
if
Arcana check.
it's even active anymore? Okay.
It would require so I would believe with this Arcana check it would require for you to interact with the item. Just looking at it, it's a guess.
Can I do the hover hands thing while he's holding it?
Yeah, you want to use your ghost hand? That's what you're talking about?
No. He's in.
Get
'cause I'm
close,
already
but not
holding-
touch because he's already triggered the thing. If he lets go, I don't want it to go off again. So
are
can
you-
I get like close while he is holding it in front of
Yeah,
me?
if you stand on top of the sarcophagus, you can get close to the sun hanging in the middle of the room. Yeah.
Okay.
And is that what you're investigating, or are you
Yes.
investigating? Okay.
Well, the thing he is holding, the thing that set the sun off.
Oh, the thing he is holding.
Yes.
An Arcana check on that.
Yeah.
Just the box itself looks to be pretty mundane, but probably worth quite a bit. It has black pearls for eyes. Those are rare.
I don't know if this should leave this room. But
Yeah, the jeweled box doesn't seem to be holding any Arcana to it.
it seems like we already went through the trouble of being hurt for it. Can I stand back and hold it with Mage Hand? If he sets it into the Mage Hand, does anything change?
Nothing changes. Before we continue in here, Alexandria, as you've been sort of brought back by Brolin,
Mhm.
Were you going to continue your ritual, restart where you left off, or we just leave for fear of being shot again?
Well, she did say we should close the room, so I
War has
I
yet to
don't
close
know.
the door.
We have no way to close the door. The statue's sake.
Okay. I'm going to continue my process from here then.
From cover, yes. Okay, perfect. Perfect.
All right,
Brolin,
I'm restarting the ritual.
You're restarting the ritual. And Brolin, after helping Alexandria up and seeing that she seems to be in a much more defensive position, are you sticking with her, or...
Yeah, Brolin's in fact going to heal her one more time.
Okay, yeah, spend another slot. Let's
But
see
this
some,
time it's
some more
not
numbers.
not so extreme, a level 2.
Okay. Burning a level 2. Sounds good. Go ahead and get those numbers on screen, and that'll be 10. 10 for you, Alexandria.
Thank you, Brolin.
Just watch yourself.
I
Anybody
was.
else need any healing?
Probably.
Whifflespark, where are you?
Wolfbark is sitting on top of the sarcophagus.
Get over here.
In that
I'm not
moment,
going in there.
as you're calling back and forth between Roland, the jewelry box is lifted out of your hand via the mage hand. Nothing seems to happen.
Can she gently carry it toward War across the room?
You do so. It slowly moves as it crosses the threshold. That smiling face stays pretty.
The hand would hold it toward Pluck from the air.
Funny thing is, I wasn't even trying to steal it. I was trying to look at it.
Let's see.
No, you said touch.
We need to.
Oh, I know. I did touch it,
Yeah,
but
We need to.
I was as
I know.
Whifflespark, he wasn't even trying to steal it. He was trying to look at it.
Let's separate the trigger from the trap, okay? Let's just make sure this is not even in the same room anymore.
Brace yourselves, and then he'll grab it.
You grab the ornate, delicate, dainty jewelry box, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Definitely has
Okay.
a little heft to it. It fits in one claw pretty easy.
Put this with the rest of these things.
Did with my perception check in the room, did I spot anything else of note?
Other than just the words Nipaka written on the top of the sarcophagus of black basalt, nothing else of note other than the beautiful illustration of what you assume is probably this city. Could be another Charlton city. You're not sure around you.
I don't know if we can risk opening that up.
Why not? We've already blown ourselves up.
Because I don't need you bursting into flame.
Mm-hmm.
Or Whifflespark, for that matter. As she looks at him, and he's standing on top of it.
Whifflespark, make
Okay.
a history check for me.
Okay. Good at those. I'm an archaeologist.
There you go, perfect.
Another thing clicks for you. You know why the statues have wasps' heads in the other room. You didn't even think until now, after you've been burned and after you've had maybe a few moments to think, like, this is Nipaka's tomb. You just got her jewelry box. Something else that you remember about Nipaka, her chosen animal was the wasp. It was very much what she wore, what she adorned. She loved that creature. She loved the sort of ideals behind it of like just the ferocity.
Just being a dick.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was not a nice person.
The defensiveness. Nipaka, yeah, she definitely didn't have the reputation. Since you were here, she didn't have the reputation of a very kind queen, but she was very protective. She not a whole lot of complaints from her people.
Yeah, because they knew better.
Yeah, they did.
Sounds like somebody who doesn't deserve a peaceful rest. I'd say open it up.
So I get down from the sarcophagus,
Okay, you climb down.
Watching him like a hawk, like where he's stepping, everything, like just
Can I-
calculating.
Can I squeeze? I wonder if I can squeeze like a fall check and get rid of these last 10 points of damage.
It's like, how tall is this sarcophagus?
Since you're a gnome and you're already weakened, 5 feet means
Still-
like 20 feet in
still
human
was.
feet.
Yeah, but I have less momentum.
Yeah, you climb down. No problem. Still a bit seared, ends of your mustaches and beard.
Well, that's normal. That happens.
Absolutely.
Wigglespark
Velpy will
doesn't shave. This is just how much hair has grown.
step through the doorway and hold her hand out to War.
Hand the box back.
All right. Yep. You now have the ornate jewelry box.
Hey Ed, is the box trapped?
You look. Yeah, well, not from what you saw before when you were spending so much time looking at it. With our
Okay.
testing with Arcana, doesn't seem to have anything mechanical trap-wise. It does a latch that you could open.
Hand it back to War. You know how I am with opening things.
It weighs about 5 pounds. Just letting you know, this is a pretty heavy.
You know how I am with opening things.
It's a pretty heavy box. It's mostly probably because of the metal, though.
What an interesting problem for a
So
thief.
you want me to open this?
You don't mind.
Okay.
PTSD from the last chest you tried to open.
I tend to get sucked into these things no matter how small they may be, so that probably is not good for my back at this point.
He'll take a look and kind of turn it over in his hands a little bit, figure out how to unlatch/open it.
Easy enough. You click it open, and you can sort of hear the hinges, smooth as silk, open up, almost no sound, like it was like as new as the day it was probably forged. And you open up and you see inside two objects. You see one is a key, a small jade key, and it is shaped like a crocodile. And around it, sort of wrapped around it, is what looks to be a necklace, and that necklace has a little tag on it with some words written in Chelton. Do you speak Chelton?
I think everyone does now.
Yeah, because of the stone thing.
Oh, some of you
Yep.
know Omnuin. Chelton and
Or
Omnuin.
I was gonna say Omnuin, yeah, for sure.
I know a little bit of Chelton from the anthropologist background
Okay.
because I spent enough time there, but I don't know if that counts for tax.
Do you need to make a check to like decipher the language with that?
Let me...
Brolin speaks Chilton. He's
sure.
Oh yeah, just have Brolin read it.
Well, where's the one opening this up? I just want to see if he knows the words upon immediately looking.
Adept language. You can communicate with humanoids who don't speak any language you know. You have to observe them interacting with each other.
I don't think you can written.
Yeah, so written doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah, it does. I mean, you would be able to identify it probably as Chelton easily enough.
As
with
Chelton
the time
language,
that you
yeah.
spent in Port Nine Zaro.
Brolin, can you read this?
What? Sure. What do you need me to read?
Yeah, he shows you what looks to be a sort of wrapped up beaded necklace with a
Whoa.
small tag on it with what looks to be in ink writing. And as he turns it over to look at you, you see the words in Chelton. It says "Necklace of Fireballs."
Oh, I was hoping it was to say made in Port Nine
Yeah, made in Port. That's made in Port Nine Zaro.
It's not. It's a necklace of fireballs.
No, but that's a necklace of fireballs right there, boys.
Totally worth it.
Oh. According to the tag, at least. Might
So-
still be careful with it.
Oh yeah, we should identify it before we try and use it.
It has 8 beads remaining.
Oh jeez, that's a mostly full necklace of fireball.
Oh, saving this for the boss fight.
Or we chuck the entire thing at him.
You delayed fireball, then you cast fireball, then you use the necklace of fireballs.
um,
Oh,
So
Roland,
the
you were offering healing?
key.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, come here.
I'd like
This
to
is my
take a look
last
at that key.
Yeah, yeah.
third
You
level
look
spell.
it over. It seems to be sort of that jade. It's exactly as I described it. It is a very ornate jade key of a. Go ahead and put your
18
spell.
HP.
18.
Thank you.
Spend spell slot, and it looks like an alligator. It's very well crafted.
We've got some kind of alligator key here.
Alligator. I wonder if we skipped a few steps on the way down our little waterfall adventure. And maybe these are just for whatever we're walking by on each of these levels. We have a skeleton one already, but
Oh,
I
the
wonder.
skeleton key is not a skeleton key. It's a big triangular.
Yes, I understand that it is a actual skeleton-shaped key, not a skeleton key. But what I'm saying is that there is either that door over there, which points at the double doors at the other end of the room,
Now,
or
double doors, one huge iron door.
excuse me, one giant iron door.
Are there any keyholes on the box?
What box? Oh, the
Sarcophagus?
sarcophagus.
No, the box that these things were in.
Oh, you mean the jewelry box?
Yeah.
The cockroach. No, not from what you can see. You opened it without any key.
All right, I'm going back in. I'm gonna just not touch anything. I'm just gonna look around the sarcophagus for a keyhole.
You are
Fuck.
welcome to. Actually, I'm going to stand behind this corner. War, no offense.
I
don't think
just
it'll help
healed you.
Well, I'm not gonna touch anything. Last time I had to touch things, I wandered around this whole room already once.
You're touching the floor with your feet.
Yeah, I already did that though. Twice.
Okay. Just don't die this time, please.
I didn't die last time.
Not quite.
He's not wrong.
But just check for keyholes. That's all I'm doing in here.
Yeah, you searched this thing before. There was no keyhole.
Okay. I would have remembered that and wouldn't have gone back in.
Oh, you probably would. I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't make a check. You just do a passive perception around and
Okay. Alright, so do we want to try and open the sarcophagus from behind this door over here?
Or
At this point, at the door we broke down.
I think that's one of the maintenance halls, perhaps. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's just a network of them. They're not necessarily locked, but hidden.
Oh, no. I was saying everyone go stand in that hallway,
Oh.
and then I was saying go make Fenrir try to get the lid off a few times.
Sorry, my mind was wandering for a moment. You know, I guess we could go stand in there, but since it can't close automatically anymore.
I can't leave this spot until after I've finished preparing this ritual.
Oh, we can wait for that.
Which you would, just around now, Alexandria, as you finally finish the ritual and speak with What's up?
Before I finish that, though, is there anybody that can give me a bonus or advantage to this charisma check I'm gonna have to make, because I have to touch it when I identify it?
Guidance?
Oh, I can guidance you and give you an extra +4 when you do it.
That would actually be wonderful. So if you could do that before you travel to the other end of the room.
Yeah,
that would be.
I
wonderful.
do that.
Thank you.
So you have a guidance on you, and I'm using one of my flashes of genius if you roll badly.
All right, that sounds wonderful. Thank you.
All right, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw. Like you do have to interact with the object. Like he's reminded.
All right. Yep. I finished my ritual. I clap my hands together. Booyakasha! I slap it.
You slap it. All right.
All right. And roll 1d4.
And just in case, actually, no, Brolin rolled about the same. We're probably good.
You resist the influence, and you are able to identify that this item is cursed. you feel
Oh, really?
I'll give you the details of what you can understand. You know that this is cursed, and the word that comes to your mind is the words rather is rage of Cargos.
Okay.
Caragos rather.
Religion check.
And I think
If it's
within
it.
identify you would know that this curse is it's going to completely overtake someone and make them dangerous.
Okay.
That's what you
Okay. So it has no other uses than just you touch it and you get really angry.
pretty much. From what you can
So-
identify, it is cursed with. I think another thing you probably would. There is a presence in there.
Okay. I just want to make sure like none of these other
Ooh,
effects
this
would
is
be
new.
revealed.
For description only. Let me see here. You choose an object that you must touch, so you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges is it had, if any. You learn whether any spells affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn the spell that created it. Whew. It would have been created by a spell, yes, but I could not tell you as a DM what that spell would be because it's probably non-existent in the core. So it is created by a spell, just one that you've never heard of.
Okay.
Because it would be canonly have made by a spell. There are no any spells are affecting. There are no spells affecting the item other than a curse that you know of. It doesn't have any charges. There's no attunement. The properties of it are what I've told you. It would overtake you and make you dangerous. It's Rage of Caragos.
I want to roll a history check if you say that out loud.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yes, the only thing that this really is telling me is an affliction called the Rage of Caragos, and it'll make whoever uses it incredibly dangerous.
Can I assist Whifflespark? If
Did
recall,
did you study Omnuan history?
Omnuan history. Probably not.
I would say Whifflespark. Just give me a roll. This is
Okay.
This is just Whifflespark. I think.
Gotcha.
Sage-
I'm gonna
Sage
guidance
Advice the
myself.
most could tell you where to find this information. not
And
what it is.
then
So I don't know that you'd be able to assist him. Wow.
Damn.
21.
Whifflespark, you're probably surprised at your own memory. It's been so long since last you were home. You remembered the name. Caragos. You must have been a bit of a not a chatty Cathy, but you know what I mean. You were probably like really trying to figure out what's going on with the Queen's court, when you were in town, or somebody handed you a pamphlet or something. You remember the name Caragos. Caragos is the name of the of a figure in Chult, the Stouch protector of the royal family, the champion of Omu. And you know that they were a minotaur. And the minute it says that, you look at the head and you go, ooh, because you remember seeing this person at events, or at least around the town.
Minotaurs don't live that long. It's okay.
True, he'd already be. But as proud of a person as you assume them to be in life and what they gave off Whifflespark, this is not the fate they would have wanted.
Has Whifflespark given any of this information?
He did for that one.
Oh, for that one.
Oh, and he explains that that's the queen up there, and this is the advisor.
Protector, champion.
The protector, champion, but the queen was kind of a jerk.
So, if the protector's here and the queen is here, was there a king?
Is there a king?
Napaka never took a husband. No.
Queen
She had
only.
consorts.
Yeah, she knows how to get it done. Why share your power when you can still get boned?
motions to pit of bones.
You will
There's a
know-
lot of boning getting done here.
You will know Whiffle Spark. Here is the queen, and here's the queen, and here is her champion. But you do not see any other members of the royal family. You knew Napaka to have a few daughters, and who knows? They're not here.
No, they're
They
probably
might be
guarding
somewhere
some
else.
Rooms.
They're
Yeah.
probably somewhere out here.
Or behind each of these statues is another one or something. Other side. I don't know.
Well, I was
Good
searching
check.
all the alcoves, and this was the only one that had like.
That was the only one that had
Yeah.
that had anything.
So do we
So-
want to try to open that box?
I would say open it. I also kind of want to see what happens when someone puts on this mask. Or,
Is it a ma-
sorry, this head.
I'm not putting it on.
Probably.
No, I think if anybody should put it on, it should be War.
You really want me to lose control and kill all of you?
Yeah, I
Well-
can't take war. Just
I would.
saying.
I don't think that's a good idea. Victor.
I would like.
Oh,
to take
Victor's
the,
here.
No, I've been here the whole time. Simply just looking at your handiwork of the erasing of the walls.
Good job avoiding that beam, by the way.
I was
Victor.
just gonna say, you,
I was over here when that happened. Don't you worry.
Yes, I too wish I was over there when that happened.
That looked nasty. Glad to see that you are all okay.
I felt nothing.
Good.
It was just darkness very suddenly.
Very, very
It was very bright and then very dark.
So there is another way we could open this box up. That would be really funny, but it takes a long rest for me to do it.
you gonna knock it?
No, I could change out one of my magic items for a bag of holding and just put a bag of holding over the skull. We open the box and then do everything, and then at the end of my next long rest, I just make it
that's
not a
fine.
bag of holding.
The sun?
But doesn't that close
Yeah,
the
it would just-
alternate dimension and it would come out?
It would-
I was just gonna say, like,
Yeah, but we wouldn't be anywhere near it.
I suppose if you want to be that elaborate with it, but we'd have to sleep in the bone room.
And before heat-seeking rays, they just find us while we're asleep.
Yeah, they just sprayed out of this hole.
God.
So I think our options are: we hope the sun doesn't go off, we leave the box alone, or we let Fenrir try to open the box while we're all hidden.
But- Okay.
I can't help but feel we were hidden before, but
Oh, I'm saying like not in this room. In this room.
the hallway. Okay.
Yeah, like go down the stairs a little bit.
What happens if something appears on top of you and you need assistance?
Well, I'm not gonna be here. Fenrir's gonna be there.
Good dog. Okay.
Shall we?
If we want to, yes, invite spirits into our bodies, then sure, let's open the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I mean,
I think we're all fleeing to the stairs.
Mm,
Single file.
All right.
Before I go up there, Fenrir's gonna come up here, and I'm gonna tell him to wait a couple minutes and then open the box like a good boy.
Okay. Yeah. Excited at his master's at this proposition. He definitely will. His tail wags, and you leave. Victor will leave as
Yeah.
well. Tap Brolin on the shoulder. Are you coming? I guess.
You there,
not.
Dustin?
All right. Just
sorry,
Good night.
sorry, guys, I'm here.
Are you
Oh.
coming?
Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
ignoring what was happening and going in the wrong direction? There we go.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Further in the-
Just a quick sidebar. If anyone heard me grunting, my Wacom pen disintegrated, and 2 tiny microscopical springs flew out into corners of my room where I have been desperately trying to find them.
Oh no.
That is where Brolin is in this room.
You should probably go into the stairs, Brolin.
Well, or can you step one stair
Yeah,
down?
I can't move.
You
Victor's
can go
I'm
through
behind
people.
Victor.
We're not.
Yeah.
It's not combat.
All right, fine. I'm in front now.
Okay.
You're all pulling back. It's fine. And yeah, Fenrir, as instructed, is supposed to open this after a minute. A minute passes, and Fenrir. A minute passes.
Okay.
Do we hear it? The distant.
Passive perceptions. Definitely Valfine would hear a poof.
Okay.
Oh.
After the poof, I go rushing out and go to Fenrir again.
Okay, yep, he is just sort of wagging his tail and looking back out the other way since he was given no other instruction, and it looks as though the top of the sarcophagus has been pushed over.
Okay. I look at. I go. Okay, clear.
All right. Back
No.
in.
Yep, Fenrir
I'll go
looks
bomb
extremely
squad.
proud of the situation. Upon stepping in, you would see the contents that are within said sarcophagus. You see the remains of a woman, somebody adorned in what only could be the garbs of a queen, royalty. Her tattered remains are of a black gown and hornet mask made of painted gold. Her face is covered. Long dead, mummified at this point, but in her left hand, sort of crossed across of her, I would say more like at her side, she holds an iron scepter with an adamantine head, that of a skull, and that's what you see.
Could I roll a history check on that?
On what?
On
I
the
pull out
mummy.
the matching scepter, I think.
1 second. What's the history check, Roland?
Just Cholton history. Maybe I like.
Are you in the room?
Yeah, I'm.
Put yourself in that room.
Oh, wrong hovel. There you go.
So, Valoria, you come here often?
Not often enough.
Yeah, I want to roll a history check on that.
On what exactly? What
The mummy, like
Just
they
the
mentioned
mummy?
the Queen of Chult, so it's like, is this the fucking queen? Is this the last Queen of Chult?
With an 11, they are adorned as a queen would be adorned. Absolutely, Brolin. Definitely older, but you can see the influence of, and very much how you saw with the rest of Olmu. There is an influence in sort of the gold gown and the trappings and the engravings in there of Charlton.
Brolin's kind of like, holy, this is like an ancient ruler of Chult. You bring this back to Port Nyanzaru, you're gonna live pretty well for a pretty long time.
Really, they like people just parading the bodies of their dead monarchs
I don't
around.
know. I think that'd be kind of
I don't know. Usually, people like their kings and queens to stay buried, but what do I know?
I don't know.
Poke at the scepter with the other scepter.
Would that be a big deal to Port
God,
Nyanzaru?
jeez.
To find the dead, the body of the body itself would probably definitely have value to, you imagine, a scholar, but just her gown alone would fetch probably a decent price in any market.
Or the mask to one of the princes.
The mask as well, but it's also having to convince people that these items are what they are is its own task. So yeah, the corpse probably would have to come along. There'd have to be some probably identification spells, some other things being done. You imagine to
Oh, wow.
and
Wakanga would like, I'll give you 7 gold.
you imagine you could probably, just with the amount of gold in here, fetch over 200 gold pieces easy. You have no idea how expensive the jewelry box that War currently has, but those black opals are rare, easily worth over 1,000 gold pieces apiece. Well,
We're not getting out of
quite
here.
that much, but it's very expensive.
That's too much money. We're fucking dead.
Yeah, these are all trappings of a queen, indeed. You poke the where? Who has the other scepter? If
I do.
Oh, you do. Ping. Makes a metallic sound. When you pull them out and they get that close, they do look almost identical.
Error.
The other scepter being the TV remote.
Yeah.
Throw.
Interesting. And they were not magical items before, correct? We tried to identify the remote and it was just
Mundane.
inert. Yeah,
Did we?
I think
Oh.
so.
Spent
Yeah.
10 minutes. Yeah, I remember.
Well, they're worth a little bit.
Other one magical.
Maybe
That
they're
one-
magical when they're paired up. I don't know.
Alright, and it's just that it was just the outfit and the scepter.
Just the outfit, the scepter, the corpse.
Okay. Someone want to pick up this other scepter, or should I do it? Or
Can I run another identify spell on her mask?
If everyone's willing,
I
to
feel like that
spell
would
for
be it.
10 minutes. They can.
If we want to take some carefully needed time, for sure. I'll post up outside of the room just to kind of keep an eye
I'm gonna
out
come
here.
out of the room just so I can do this,
All right, you're
and then
alone.
I'm
Just
gonna
so
go
we-
back into the room.
just so we don't have anything rush in for whatever reason.
Roland sits down. He's
Yeah.
tired. Boy, are you doing okay?
Yeah.
You hurt? You hurt?
I mean, that T-Rex chomped me a couple times, but I'm fine.
Got any more of that Tej? I need a drink.
Thought you were done with that.
Oh no, not anymore. Too many near-death experiences.
I don't think now's the time, Roland.
You sure about that? You just got chomped by a T-Rex. I think you need some Tej. He gives you a joke. He's half serious.
Yeah.
He gives you a wink.
Isn't that what the T and T-Rex is for, is Tej?
There you go.
Man, I wish I had the speak to dead spell.
Why don't you? You're a fucking necromancer.
Because I haven't had that. I don't have that spell. I'm pretty sure that's a cleric spell.
Speak with that, I think, is...
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something?
So I guess would it be possible for me to use an Arcana check on her gown and headpiece to determine if there are magical like runes or
Something magical about them? Yeah, make an arcana.
yeah.
check. Like something
So
obvious to your knowledge that would be like, this seems like, to your knowledge to be of a magical nature. Yeah, this is before you cast Identify?
Yeah, because if I'm not sure I want to just have us wait 10 minutes.
This is probably during the Identify spell. I'm gonna imagine like you're making this check as you started. Nothing on the surface. No, nothing giving away that these are magical items. No runes. Nothing about them gives nothing clicks in your head to say, yeah, I think that might be a sign of some kind of magical device.
Okay, so they're probably mundane then.
Do you go through the rest of your ritual, or do you cancel it?
We're fine to wait if you need to take some time.
This would just be for the mask.
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
Okay, 10 minutes resolves. The mask is mundane. It's gold.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna do the same thing, but to the other scepter, just in case.
You're casting
Can I-
Identify as well as a ritual?
Yep.
Okay.
You could do that? What?
The same 10 minutes is going by. Brolin, was there something you wanted to do while this is going on?
I'm going to take the gold mask.
Okay, so you're stepping into the chamber. You're taking the gold mask from the sarcophagus?
Am I all by myself?
No, everybody's in the chamber right now.
Oh, well, except for here. I'm just gonna take this gold mask.
So you're just gonna you're just gonna take it while I'm casting a ritual on it?
It's,
thought
it's
you
about
just-
to be over, effectively.
Oh,
If you're talking
oh,
about
oh.
after Brolin, you can wait.
Yeah,
until it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I'll wait.
Yeah, we can see you like
I take
I'm
it.
just like,
And it's moving. It's like moving away.
Whiffle
You're like your eyes are closed, and you're like, "Holy shit, Balfine! It's moving."
Yeah.
Identify a bone? It's a bone. Wait.
Wait, stone floor? Oh,
Whiffle Spark. You are casting Identify on the mace, the adamantine skull mace in the inside of the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
At the same time, you yield results. You know the function of this magical item. It is meant to destroy a construct named after Napaka.
It is a remote.
interesting.
And that is its singular purpose.
Okay.
all right.
Well, I guess I'll have the remote and the actual remote. If I can open up my character sheet again, because my character sheet's flipping out.
So, Alexandria, you would be able to reveal that the mask is nothing, and Brolin, you take the mask.
Yeah.
And Whiffle Spark, you've identified the mace, and you are adding it to your mace collection.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to tell people what the mace is, but I'm adding it to my mace collection, because now I have a pair.
Okay,
Okay, General Grievous.
perfect.
I
Anything
have to
else?
actually leave D20 and come back in. Roll 20. It's
Oh,
flipping out on my character sheet.
You know, I do have to wonder if the queen would appreciate the opportunity to take back her country from this lich.
Oh, that is a worthwhile thing to do.
Okay.
You terrible, terrible necromancer.
Okay, please, Alexandria. I know I really haven't been nationalistic ever, but can you please not
Brolin,
resurrect my dead
This isn't
monarch?
your nationality.
Yeah, she's not your queen.
I feel like she
Never,
is.
no,
She
never
never was your queen.
Yeah, your queen was a dwarf somewhere in a mountain and got eaten by a dragon. So be thankful. There's no corpse for me to
I didn't
bring
have-
back.
We're
She got
playing-
pooped out.
You do realize, the dwarves of that mountain, swore allegiance to the Queen of Chult, right?
I don't know. Did they?
Do you know anything about your own history?
Yeah.
I do.
Victor's just
You know.
sort of puzzling with his beard as you speak. Is he supposed to be a queen?
Have you not been paying
A
attention?
dead queen.
Yeah, she's dead, but
It's Napaka, Queen of Chalts.
Are you in the room as well, Delphine?
Ex-queen.
Yes, I would like to step in because I hear commotion.
Yeah. If you want to step in,
Though,
go for it.
to be fair, that's not exactly a foreign thing when Brolin and I are sharing the same room.
As
I have to be there, moderate.
As you are speaking of Napaka, as Victor asks, and you correct him, the items have been taken from her sarcophagus. You would all hear a sound come from within the box. You would hear a. And
Alexandria.
It would attract enough all of you to look down, and you would see and hear the clicking of bones as the decrepit, mummified jaw of Queen Napaka opens and her head turns. As this happens, you see out of her pitted eyes and mouth what looks to be smoke, green. It fills the room in a matter of moments. I want everyone in here except for Valfine to make a Constitution saving throw.
is this poison?
It is not.
I am outside, right?
You are.
So do I need to make it?
I suck tonight.
Oh no!
And Victor as well.
Yeah, I'm
Who's
dead.
just going to put up put up his arms, probably similar to the rest of you, who also needs to make a similar Constitution saving throw. And we'll make it public for him. No one succeeded.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna use my flash of genius on mine actually. I've got
Would you like to use a Flash of Genius?
yep, so that'll make it 18.
18. One of you succeeded. Whifflespark did. Now I'm gonna ask flat damage or roll for everybody.
God
I'm not
damn
gonna
it.
do it individually. I would like to know exactly what it is now. Do you guys all together as a group want it rolled or flat?
Flat, probably.
Flat.
Seems like a flat.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, it's a flat vote. Might as well.
Everybody takes 45 points of necrotic damage.
Do I take
Um,
half,
except for
or
you
am I
take half.
good?
You take half.
Okay.
Cool. I also take half.
Oh, because it's necrotic. That's
Mhm.
right. So you would only take 22, Alexander. Fills this room. Nobody.
Boy, does it still hurt.
Nobody dies. But Victor's moving out of this room immediately.
I hit the skull with the anti-construct one. Or poke at the skull.
Wait.
Stop.
You hit it, yeah, you crush it in, the smoke still blows out, and you still feel that necrotic energy rip away at your flesh like it's just searing away the couple top layers.
Oh my god.
That one's not the construct. Okay.
After all of you have suffered from it, it will quickly dissipate, but I imagine it will shoot some of you out of this room as soon as possible. Victor, leave.
What?
I think we need to go find a place to rest.
What are you talking about?
What just happened there?
These lacerations is sort of like dark boiling, almost coming from the flesh, and you can see the necrotic, like, just terrible.
Oh, she
festering
was still
wounds
rotting.
digging on them.
Melfin is coughing like instinctively, almost like you know how you like sympathy
Yeah.
puke when people are puking around you. It's sort of like the same thing. Like
Sympathy puke.
What just happened?
Brolin took the mask off the queen.
She just checked it. I thought it was.
wasn't the thing. It was the thing under the thing.
It's true.
It's the same room has gotten us twice. We should just leave it alone.
That was my bad, guys. That was my bad.
Okay.
We didn't need clarification for that one, Brolin. Thank you.
Guess we should head
Let me just-
somewhere
yeah,
safe enough for us to sleep somehow.
Let's mark some people with blood.
Mm-hmm.
You can sleep in that room? What? No.
Oh no, I said we should find somewhere safe.
I was
safe
gonna
enough
say, I
to
thought
sleep.
you were suggesting that room was safe enough now. Clearly
No,
not.
still
We
like
found
phases
two.
of
We found
smoke.
two things in the same room that went
Casting-
up.
Casting level 2 lay on hand cure wounds on myself.
Victor is also bloodied. That
Okay,
was-
I'm going to cast a level 2 cure wounds on me and Alexandria.
Okay.
Thank you.
Spell slots, please.
Yep.
How damaged is War?
War.
not worth a spell.
Okay.
I still have only been damaged by the T-Rex.
This
Victor,
one's for Alexandria.
Victor, how are you? How are you
Thank you.
doing, buddy?
I will.
I'll cure wounds level 2 on Victor.
He pulled it. Says, no.
Got the better one.
I am fine.
Are you? I'm casting it.
He moves back. It just says, I am fine.
So I think we
Okay.
should find a nice little cubby somewhere that is
Woo!
out of the way.
He points over.
I get-
Says, make sure that Delphine is okay.
Velfie's fine. I just healed myself for 19 points of HP. That's
Okay.
so good. Ugh. Oh, it's a little better.
It's still bloody.
All right. Who else needs to be topped off?
I think
Yo.
we need to find a place to sleep.
Might as well do it in the floor down below. I don't think we're gonna find any safer areas around here.
Might be safer in this at the bottom of the stairway.
That's what I was thinking.
There's not a lot of room in the bottom of the stairway. I don't think we'll have enough space for the bubble.
Well, the stairway will go up through it, but there's under the stairs too. We have enough space, I think.
Didn't we put some of that liquid under the stairs?
I
Hmm.
think we ended up putting it out the door, like
Yeah.
into the water.
Okay. Well, we can certainly try.
I think we need to rest. Yes. At this point, shall we? Back to.
Well, War can certainly lead the way. He's the healthier of us.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna cast another spell on myself.
All right, spend another spell slot. How many you got
Yeah.
left?
I only have level 1 spells left after
Alright.
this.
Yeah,
Stack everyone on
Ooh,
top of
50.
war so we can quickly move us.
if everybody can be on one, that would be amazing.
Oh, and I left my dog behind while to summon a new one.
Wait.
That's fine.
I didn't actually leave him behind. I don't see a point in going back and finding him and grabbing him and then coming back again. If we run across him in our other explorations, I'll just remove that one.
See, like war with everyone
removed
stacked on top of his shell, or just like a tower walking down the stairs.
So you guys are descending. How far? So that I can take
think
you directly to that page.
To the
To the-
floor?
To the dock.
To the
yeah.
dock, okay. I believe that is the only. Yeah, you're only one level up. Oh, good. You're
Yeah.
all right here. Well, you're different now than you were before.
I thought I was the same me I always was.
No.
We're different and we're not here.
We all have a little Brolin, random fate thread running through us.
All right, in my defense, have I ever looted anything?
Everybody.
That's not
So,
a defense.
This is about the size of the bubble. It's the bottom of the stairway. It's a 3x3 circle. So
My argument is it doesn't really go up enough.
well, the circle doesn't can hit objects and be fine, right?
My concern is that it's only so high and stairs go upwards, so
How many
I
of us
think
are there?
they're-
It would go under the stairs too, so I mean, it would just be a little more cramped than normal.
Well, I mean, if the DM says it's gonna work, I'm
It'll work.
fine with
It's
it.
just cramped.
All right. Well, I guess I'll do it.
All right, I am going to start the ritual, I guess. While you're doing that ritual, to do it on the key, I guess.
Which key?
The jade key.
Okay.
Identify.
Yeah, should we do that, or should we do the necklace of fireballs and see if it's actually a necklace of fireballs?
I am personally very interested in the fireball necklace.
I think you
Then-
would be the only one fit to use it, really.
I think fireball necklaces are great. So I will start identifying fireball necklace to make sure that the tag is not in jest.
Absolutely.
It's a
Anybody?
necklace of fuck
Anybody
you.
else doing any rituals or anything mechanical while we're resting, other than your standard rest stuff after it completes?
No, I'm setting up tensors, not tensors. Lehman's tiny hut.
Damon's tiny hut. We know that that's
Yep.
set up.
Okay.
So yeah, then to address the identify spell, because it would end around the same time that the hut would appear. The necklace of fireballs is indeed cursed to explode with all 8 upon donning it.
Oh,
Wow.
See, and that's why you check the label.
Wow.
That is a party wipe necklace.
Hey, Brolin,
No, 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 no.
got a
No.
present.
Don't even tempt him. He
So,
has this honesty thing now. Don't even.
no, it'd be really funny. We should keep this as a thing that we can use with Mage Hand and put it on somebody.
Oh, a Sarah
Oh, that would be
Got you a present.
We have brought you this offering.
Now note that that is a level 8 fireball.
Oh my god. 8 level 8 fireballs?
Yeah, it's a level 8 fireball. One.
A single. Okay, I thought you said that there were 8 fireballs that all fired at
there
once.
Are 8, you can fire them separately, but this will activate all 8 and cast an 8th level fireball on your position.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, give that to a Serac.
We should
a
be
gift.
very careful with that.
It definitely made important on Zaro.
So we are
No.
taking a long rest.
Yes, before we
Yeah.
do that, I would like to listen down any of the openings, whether it's stairs out into the waterway or up the hallway, for any approaching anything.
In this very moment in time, you may make a perception check to see if in this moment there is anything. Yeah.
Great.
Nothing.
Okay.
It is clear.
All right. Well,
I'll keep watch at the top of the stairs, like in the bubble, but as far up the stairs as you go in the bubble.
And we don't have to, unless you guys want to get into order of watch. If you just want to have been on a watch, I'll just roll a d4 for who's on watch if anything happens.
Ward would definitely, because he's less scratched up, would insist on taking a watch.
Okay.
Valfian would also insist on taking, 2 watches, I guess, because I only need to meditate 4 hours. So
Professor will take one of the watches, and Good Boy will watch with everyone else.
Okay.
Good boy.
Because he is not alive, so sleep is the weak.
But could you program him to sleep?
Probably.
Just to
next
note,
patch.
you are
He's going to make the help action for each person.
You are beginning this rest about, I would say, 12 hours before 24 hours have passed. So you will be spending some time just chilling in this bubble, and then it would be recast, and then you would spend the continuous time for the second casting resting, because it has probably only been maybe not even 10 hours. Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
Are we all spent spell slot wise then?
We're pretty
sure.
spent.
Okay.
War would take a short rest first.
Yeah, if you want
And
to take a
then-
short rest first and spend
Yeah.
some hit dice, you guys can do that at any time, because the long rest wouldn't come until 24 hours.
I'm just doing that to get back my fighter things.
Technically, because 8 cuts out of it, we just need 16 hours to pass, so you're more or less just chilling for, since about 10 hours, you're chilling for about 6 hours before a rest can come.
So he'll take a short rest and then second one.
Okay, yeah, you can do that and add
Heal for 5.
and add health. Is anybody else wanting to benefit from hit dice? Remember, you only regain half on your long.
I'm going to spend a couple of hit dice down to my halfway point, and then so I get them back at the end.
Roger. Go ahead and get those rolls in chat so we know.
I'll
since
spend a single, yeah.
Those will be happening sooner rather than later.
That
For
gets
some reason, my character sheet won't open.
So I'm going to do
Close the tab and reopen it. That's what happened. It happened to me a few minutes ago.
can always shift double click your token too.
Yeah, I think it might just be breaking on.
Yeah, that's. I was trying that.
Okay. Cool.
The 6 hours remaining of idling before a long rest can effectively take place. You're still technically long resting. It's just you will not gain the benefit until a certain amount of time. So you guys could still just be just sleeping or whatever. But the 6 hours before long rest actually kicks in and will officially begin. Nothing happens during that time. You're all just cozy. If there's anything specific you guys want to say you're doing or talking to each other about, we can do that, or we can move on to the long rest.
I'd say let's move on to the long rest.
War's definitely in his journal.
Wiffle Spark is tinkering on 44.
44, indeed.
Is it? So we're pretty close quarters, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just kind of keeping watch over everyone. There's not really a whole lot to write in the.
I also ask Valfine if those gloves of thievery have actually been useful in any way so far.
I like having them there as an insurance policy. If there are more containers to open, I feel like they would be more helpful. But thus far, anytime we've opened a container, it's exploded or something has happened, and regardless of, or I've disappeared. I think they've been helpful. I just haven't been very good at it.
I may have dropped my shield on the actual long rest. I may have dropped my shield magic item and make a different magic item.
Okay.
Do you need to remove this enchantment for any reason?
No. It was just if you didn't think it was useful, then steal that one instead.
I'm always open to having assistance, but if you feel like you could get some more use out of it, for sure you can take it back, I suppose. Yeah.
I just feel like we haven't really used any of the picking lock thing except for that once.
We did that once and it didn't help me, so yeah. It's not really a good what do they call it? Very good range of testing there. There's only one use case.
Not a representative sample.
Valfine would tap Alexandria on the shoulder. Are you doing okay after all of that? I think that was quite the rooms.
I could say I have certainly done better. Starting to worry about our shorter companions and their likelihood of getting us all killed.
Side-eye Wifflespark?
Wifflespark looks out from.
That doesn't go herd in this bubble.
Wifflespark looks out from behind 44 and says, "Brolin hasn't caused much problems at all." And
At least he knows we're talking about him. Yeah.
Except for removing the mask from whatever, it's fine.
All right. In my defense,
there is no defense.
I've never taken anything like that before. It's just for cultural reasons.
Yeah? Is that what you're gonna tell them when we're in the astral plane? It was just for cultural reasons?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to listen to you in the astral plane, Brolin.
Well, Alexandria will just launch a fireball at them, and that'll be it.
Also, there is the point that this isn't even your culture.
Who are you again? Get out of here! You're not from Jolt.
Know more about it than you do, apparently.
He does have a point.
Bro, when they don't know about the streets of Port Nine Zara like you.
That's right. You don't know that.
Yes. Oh my god.
They may know Chell from books, but they don't know the real Chell.
The real
Yes, I've only read about it. Yeah.
You've never seen two tabaxis struggle for a single piece of beef jerky in a back alley before.
What? What? What are you talking about, Brolin?
It's a story for another time.
Uh, okay.
All right. So the long rest will begin, and everybody sounds like they were into. Everyone, I believe, except for Alexandria, was up for a watch for the night. I'm going to count. Let's say we'll go Valfine, War, Wiffle Spark, and Brolin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wiffle Spark. Perfect. So, Wiffle Spark, you are on watch deep into the what you presume to be the night. You are so deep underground, there is no leak of sky that you can see. What are you doing on your watch, Wiffle Spark? You were just tinkering with 44 or 45. What number are you on?
Yeah, we're keeping watch tinkering, and I was changing out my shield enchantment for a boot enchantment. I'll send you.
Excellent. It is during your watch that you hear something, Wiffle Spark. You hear very faint. Where? Tell me where you are. Where you are taking watch. You're taking watch down the hall or up the stairs.
I think I'm down the hall.
Down the hall. Yep. You hear what sounds like a squeak. At first, you think maybe a rat, this deep down, but the squeak becomes more pronounced, a little more defined. After a few moments, you hear a and you start to hear that squeak begin to scrape. The sound of metal on metal. It's still faint, but it is definitely growing. And before a few moments, Wiffle Spark, of hearing this, you hear it behind you as well, up the stairs. And as the sound becomes a little more pronounced, a little more ringing in your ears, I think we get that sort of scary movie shot where we're kind of looking at you from far down the hall, the light of the bubble just sort of there. And though it's translucent to the viewer, we would see you inside just looking down. And the camera effectively coming from this direction down the hall facing you. And then we would see a shadow step in front of the lens. And there is a figure at the back of the hall. You hear what seems to be a similar sound come from up above, much more pronounced, a metal footstep clinging to the stairs. What do you do in this moment, Wiffle Spark?
I guess I poke some people awake.
Who do you poke awake? Everybody's close enough to poke.
I'm gonna poke awake War for sure, because he's up looking up top, or was looking up top.
Or
And probably Valfine
Okay.
to get a better look at this.
What's wrong, Professor?
I point down the hallway at the thing at the end of the hallway.
Can I see it?
Make a perception check.
do we know the bubble blocks light?
The bubble is opaque on the outside, but not from the inside. It's transparent from the inside, opaque from the outside.
And things can hear what we're saying inside it, but it can't see us.
Okay, so War's gonna light up his back then and stay in the bubble with that.
Okay. All right, War, you were resting on the steps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that same sound you can hear. There seems to be something up the steps just out of view. And for you, you wouldn't be able to see anything. But for Valfine, to your horror, you see what stands at the end of the hall. You see a hulking mass of metal and carnage, stitched together by giant staple-like forms of steel. You see eyes, many eyes, hands, many hands. You see a monster at the end of this hall, covered in metal and flesh. As you see this and you realize and your elven eyes adjust, before you, War, within your vision, you see a flash about 10 feet away from the bubble just up the stairs, and you see this form. You see a man. He does not look to hold upon him living flesh. Chains bear his body, and at the center of which looks to be some kind of stone or a symbol, you're not sure. A talisman. He wears a mask, sort of covering his face. And though it is illustrated to look a certain way here, I want to change it just a little bit. It looks like the mask of a doll, like a baby doll, that is on his, so strapped to his head. You see all around him on his cloak wore what looks to be severed hands, sort of crawling and shifting around. And he looks towards the bubble and almost towards you. You imagine you can't see where they're seeing through the mask. And he says, "So here you are. You thought I wouldn't find you." He waves his hand, and you start to see the bubble shatter all across the edge. And as it scatters across your bubble, he vanishes. And as he does, the tiny hut spell is dispelled. The minute this happens, the metal figures start moving, rushing down the hall, the other one down the stairs towards you. I would like us to roll initiative.
Okie dokie.
That's fun on a bun.
And we have not gotten it right.
No.
Good thing we used some short rests, guys.
Yeah.
And let me give you a look at what you are facing.
So we have not finished our long rest,
You have
correct?
not.
But we do get short rests, right? So our health is back?
Is there
What
pop outs
you-
for this one, or just the
Okay.
just
Pop-outs? What do you
the
mean?
silhouettes? Like, are there like handouts?
Yeah, there is.
Cool.
This is what you see.
Oh.
Man, I wish I had a level 2 spell right now.
Oh boy.
These things are made for a level 2 spell that I have, but I use all my spells healing.
Alright, let's get initiative open. Can you guys see? Oh, I have old initiative on here, unfortunately. See, is this our
That-
new initiatives? Cool. let me-
That's my new one.
Okay, cool.
That's my new one as well.
Yeah, it looks right across the board.
Alright. And then there is another one that is quickly, and in the start of this combat, going to be in melee with War at the top of the stairs. Alright. Let me roll initiative for them. Okay.
Oh no!
They're gonna go first.
Of course they are. Oh boy.
Just like
Alrighty. Perfect. I'm just confirming a few things before I begin. Okay. very cool.
Oh dear.
First thing that's going to happen, this thing is going to slam into you, War. I would like you to make a strength check, and strength athletics check. Okay, it slams into you, War, grabbing right up against you. You feel the metal and the heft. You can see between the metal plates, there are faces molded together, stitched in unnatural places underneath, but you feel the muscle and the strength of undeath behind these creatures. The minute that happens, it is going to shove. So I need you to make a strength check. You're currently grappled by it.
So another athletics?
It's another athletics. Yep.
Oh!
Not doing well.
This thing barrels into War, and he is able to effectively just throw you to the ground, War. And I think in the scenario that you're at now, make an acrobatics check to not roll down the stairs. He's effectively trying to shove you down the stairs.
Oh god.
I don't know that that's enough, War. I think you are going down. Victor Alexandria, please make dexterity checks to dodge the turtle that is cascading down the hole.
This is not how I wanted to wake up.
It would put you effectively around Valfine's space. Nice, you dodge. And Victor, oh no, my boy, he might be coming down too.
Oh god.
Oh, he made it. Okay, no, he's
Oh,
fine. All right,
okay.
they both make it out of the way. War, you can't be in Valfine's spot, but I'm gonna say you could probably be in her spot prone, but you're on the ground. I would say at least here. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
Like half out the door. That kind of makes sense.
That makes sense. So yeah, completely shoved in this scenario. Is Victor in this fight?
We're tapped, boys.
Yeah, we can't.
Do we need
Probably.
We need him.
I don't know if we.
I don't know if we
him.
need him.
Like I'm pretty good spell wise.
Alright, we don't need him.
Okay, then he is not going to be in effect in this fight. I'm going to just token. It'll use the remainder of its movement to be right here, and that is its turn.
Come on, say fuck off.
Okay, this one is going to move its way down here as well. Fenrir is in its way. Very interesting. It is going to.
He is my little shield guardian.
It's going to do a similar thing. It is going to do some strength checks to move and shove him out of the way.
Yeah, so we need athletics.
Athletics from Fenrir, yep. So it's got to be a grapple first. Oh man, no, he can't get past him. In this, he's got one more, so I think he'll just go for. Okay, yeah, it's out of frustration. Yeah, I think I love this moment. So Fenrir is just like, no metal creature is gonna hurt my master, and it immediately launches. Fenrir goes from being that sort of happy puppy to the ferocious canines that like people would fear in like the dark of the woods. And it immediately he gets up like on it, and he's like with it, like right there. And this thing just goes to like slam Fenrir, just boom, like one huge metal fist into the side of the wall, as they're sort of gripped in, locked in.
Metal on metal.
Metal on metal. So it'll be a slam attack on your boy.
Okay.
Oh, critical failure! He goes to strike, and Fenrir just puts his maw right over, just on the fist, and he can't bring it all the way through. Perfect. It is your turn with this one.
I am going to pull out my bow and shoot this guy.
Your
One-
bow?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a dog between me and him.
Your regular bow?
My crossbow. I have a hand crossbow.
You have a hand crossbow. Is it magical or is it regular?
Magical.
Good, cool.
Same thing I always use.
Cool.
That probably hits.
Yes, please. Critical.
Teed hit.
Not bad. That's awesome.
And
Okay.
second attack.
Second attack hits. Woo!
And good boy attack.
Total of what's the total of the current damage? I mean, guys, keep going. Yeah, go for it.
17 so
Keep going,
far,
keep
so
going.
27 so far.
Keep going.
And then
Brad.
good boy's attack from my bonus action.
No hit.
That probably misses, but he's doing his job.
All right, and it is the. Let's see. How much damage then? That'll be a total of 27.
27.
Perfect. 27. Yeah. Just going in and scraping against the metal, taking pieces off with both shots. I love it. That's awesome. All right, and that is your turn. Full turn, Whiffle Spark?
Yeah, that was bonus in attack, so I'm not gonna move. This is where I need to be.
All right, perfect. I'm just confirming a few things, and we're good. Valpy, your move.
Fuck. I see that Whiffle Spark is dealing with the one down the hall, and I turn around and I see Alexandria being absolutely charged by this thing, and she's gonna shout, "War! We need you!" And she's gonna pull out her rapier and try to interfere.
Okay. Yep.
Uh,
You have a
is it
corner to them.
is it currently engaged with Alexandria?
It is currently in a melee engage with both you and Alexander.
Okay, because if it's engaged with ally, I can sneak attack, right?
Alexander's no longer bloody either. Yep, you can do a sneak attack. Neither is bloody.
Right, I haven't used my rapier in a while. Here we go. Kaboom. 18.
That hits. Nice. 20 points of damage. Is your rapier magical?
Oh, fuck. No, it is
Alright,
not.
You meet resistance with this strike.
Alright, that's not good.
Yeah, your
Might
blade
want to move, dear.
sinks into metal and meat.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna stay here and have a chat. See what he has to tell me about.
So
Oh, actually, it does nothing to it. Sorry, it's not resistance, it's immune.
Immunity to piercing. Excellent. Non-magical. Alright, that's good to know.
Okay.
So you, like, tactically here, you might want to disengage and move out of that area so that.
So,
Alright, hold up. I didn't get to finish my turn yet.
Yeah, you got bonus movement.
It's very much going to be like a... and disengage.
It just
Yeah.
nothing, and it's like.
Nope.
Just going to bonus action disengage, and I'm going to like do like a twirl behind War. Yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
as best I can.
Roland.
Okay. So,
It is a tight
Can I-
situation down the professor's hallway. It'd be really hard for you to get out there and fight him. I mean, you could go through your friend's movement, but you won't have enough to step back.
can
out.
I fight this
Or
one?
you could yeah, that one would be easy to fight, and then move back if you want to risk an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
If you want to give War space to fight.
This fight's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is.
I'm working on this side. You guys deal with that side.
We're trying. We're trying.
So
Just keep that
Brolin-
hunk of metal wall between us.
So Brolin's gonna be like, "Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna stay on this boat." And
Oh yeah,
die
yeah,
nice. He's
I'll take him. We'll put him over in the water somewhere. He's not.
Don't worry, everything will be okay.
Alright, bonus action, you transform.
Yep, so I'm gonna come over here and be like, "Hey, boy." Hey, boy.
Go for it.
All right, and these are magical
Oh,
claws.
indeed. Good. These have immunity. No hit. Goes against metal.
Falfin, you have a bow, right?
I
That's
do, but
Fuck.
within if there is someone within melee range, it is disadvantaged.
That
So,
does make it. That does hit.
Okay.
and I am like there's a door
Ooh, nice.
and a wall between me.
You you able to
All right.
rip
Well,
through
it's
and
a disadvantage if
strike?
you're within melee
Yeah,
range.
I imagine.
You can
I
still
was.
shoot into melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Was
Yeah.
within melee.
I imagine the first is this biting on metal, and finally I get through some of those plates.
Yeah, you finally make it through and able to rip some away. There's no reaction, no muscle nothing moves. It's just the flesh gets ripped away, the metal
Ooh.
gets ripped away, and it's no movement.
Can I use the rest of my? Can I move here? Can I move here?
You cannot move through an enemy space. Period.
Okay. What if I jump?
The only way you can move through an enemy space is if you get them prone. This is an up jump here. I would let you do it, but if you fail, you might knock yourself prone.
All right.
And possibly provoke an attack of opportunity.
Do I move to let war go through? It's the big.
I
Or
think
it's either
Alexandria
you
needs to
take-
get through
it's either
first.
You take an attack of opportunity, or war does, because he would have to attack, move back.
If you want to be cool, you could pull or push me out of the spot, right?
It would be an
Mhm.
action to do so. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of his attack actions.
But
You have to grapple before you pull or push, unless you have a feat that says you can do else, like the shield thing.
Okay, well I can't do that now, so.
Yeah, you actually have enough actions as your. You have plenty of actions as your raptor to tear Alexandria out of there when your turn comes back. You could grapple. She could fail voluntarily, and you could pull her out.
you could just shove her next to me.
You could, but that would be next turn. That's all your attacks, bro, and your bonus action. You're good. Are you moving or are you staying?
Oh, war.
Also, why do you have 34 hit points out of 26?
It's amulet of health.
Got it.
Ooh, I don't know.
Gotta decide.
Okay, I'll move for war.
Okay, opportunity attack.
16 armor,
Indeed.
unarmored defense.
A 20 to hit.
Ah!
15 bludgeoning. That huge fist just comes through and slams into your scaled hide.
Okay.
Well, at least Alexandria can move now.
Hey.
Ward, is your turn.
Okay, so getting up from prone for my movement,
So war is
Here.
pissed.
bonus action rage.
Alright, bonus action. Rage.
Yes.
Go ahead and mark your character with rage.
Oh, get him.
And then smacking him up.
He
Alright.
does have a magical weapon.
You have that. And it is activated.
Let's see some attack rolls.
Yeah. Reckless attack,
Okay.
18.
Holy shit, my dude.
What's our total?
23
Yeah.
23
points of damage.
points of damage. Alright, yeah. You just start ripping. Any more attacks? We gotta do another one?
Second one, 24 to
Four
hit.
hits as well.
And a little less. Well, 21 to hit. Or 21 damage. Sorry.
It is bloodied.
Oh, yes.
So that's bonus action, both attacks.
When you strike
And
it,
it's
when you strike
Ancestral Protection.
When you strike it with fire, you hear a horrible from within as the flames strike it. It did not like that at all. It made
Ooh.
a sound to that.
Hey.
19 of that was fire damage.
Man, I really wish I had a level 2 spell right now.
Oh, heat metal.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's
That's action, bonus action.
he's Ancestral Protected because I hit him once,
Okay, I'll put it
and
on.
then I am good to go. Then.
He's ancestral protector. Alexander, it is your move. Note that it has
Cool.
used its reaction already on Brolin.
Oh, you should just move out of there then.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yep.
I'm gonna step right here.
Welcome back.
Valfine, are you gonna use your bow?
I was going to try so you could conserve your slots, but
Can you see me? Can you see me? My one from there? Sandra?
I would have
Nothing
to.
if
I would have to
can
step.
with a little more AC. This one is not within the.
Oh, I was just wondering if Alexandria can see mine.
Alexandria can.
I can.
It's a matter if you can see the square. I think
Okay,
you can,
okay.
but it would have some cover. I can't. How do I get the? Oh, come on. Is it? How do I get to the center? Yeah.
I mean-
you can see that square. Perfect. Thank you, whoever just put that down. I appreciate it. Alex. You can see it. It would just have some extra AC with
Okay.
an attack roll.
That's fine. I'm just asking Velphine if you prefer to engage a ranger, if you want to go in with the rapier.
Range is going to be better because rapier is non-magical, so I'm not going. I'm going to do 0 damage.
I can make it magical. So
Oh.
you want it?
Fuck. They're the same damage dice and the same modifier. I wouldn't waste. I wouldn't waste it.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case, I'm gonna go after the bloodied one.
Oh shit.
Hmm?
You're good.
Oh, okay.
What?
I keep forgetting class features. Their second class features.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, you're in second class feature range, aren't you?
Mhm.
Magic missile, boy.
What's the total of that?
5d6.
Second class feature is for your one.
37. 11 plus 26?
You're not adding those together.
I'm not. Okay.
It would be just the right one.
Just the 26? Okay.
Yeah.
Just need to confirm something statistically and apply. Okay, cool. Just want to confirm how this works. Okay, that would not apply to this situation. They're already angry. I just want to make sure.
How do you get a 5d6 magic missile?
I'm casting it as a higher
Higher
spell.
level. Yeah.
I see. So that
It does d6s though?
Is it rolling d6s?
It did roll
Yeah.
d6.
It is rolling d6. Whoops. Okay.
So 5d4.
5d4. Yeah, I'm
So
seeing
that's
it.
like super high. Yeah.
That's really weird.
5d4 plus 5. I believe. That's 5 bolts.
Yeah, that's 5d6 plus 10 is what it
Yeah,
got.
Powerful.
Did it crit or something?
5d4 plus 5. Excellent. Okay, I will re-roll that here in a second.
Yeah, it
I
does,
need
it
to
does.
Check the wand of the battle mage. Is that going to add its +1 to?
It'll do.
No.
Oh, ferments plus. If it's a plus one, if it's a plus one magical item you're using with it, it would.
That's why it's +10 because it's +5 plus
So it would
1
be-
for each
it would be
projectile.
5d4 plus 10.
Right. Okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, that's
a-
cool.
per projectile. That's awesome.
Let's see those
Yeah.
d4s.
That's the same thing with like Eldritch Blast,
Yeah.
Okay.
the higher levels.
Yeah. It should only roll one number now, and it rolled nothing. Why though?
Just slash roll 5d4.
Or use the little the dice symbol up there. You can do a d4 really quickly.
It's just weird that it. Hold on.
You
I'm
might need
curious.
to re-enter your magic missile if you edited it.
It's funny. Okay, so if I tell it to only do the higher spell level, it won't roll. But if I include the lower spell level, it will.
Oh, well, I see 5 right
So
here.
the right one is a 5d4 plus
This would
10.
be-
So.
This would be active.
Yeah.
Do you want to use that?
Yeah, it'd be the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You already met your damage, yeah.
Yeah, they just go into its body, each one sort of peeling back armor to reveal flesh, stitched flesh underneath. That is your
Sweet.
action, Alexandria. Anything else? We're just moving
Yeah,
back.
I'm
Alright.
moving to the end of the dock.
Getting the fuck out of
I
there.
don't want him to take one step forward and just like swing around the corner and hit me.
Alright, let's see if it goes into a rage. I delete. Let me just want to confirm that I'm doing it this way. So, whenever it starts its turn, or if you roll, okay, on a 6 it goes this way. Got it. No berserk. Okay, It is going to just rush forward then and start to slam into the first piece of meat it can find, which is going to be war.
It has advantage.
It has advantage.
That is reckless.
Good to know. Alright. 19, which I don't think goes through, but a 26
Cool.
roll
Yes.
for 5 bludgeoning damage halved because of your resistance.
Yep.
Just bringing
That's
those
half to 2?
metal hands halved again to 2.
Oh, just half to 2 or half to 3?
I already halved it for you, so 11 bludgeoning
Oh.
damage halved to 5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
Yep. I'll mention the base damage.
You're good.
Alright. Let us. So yeah, it's grappling with this thing. It's just. It's not gonna try to get it out of the way. It's probably just gonna destroy it now. So it's just going to attempt to hurt. Number 46, is it?
This one's 44.
44. 44. Alright.
We're getting there though.
It is going to attempt to bring pain. What's the AC of 44?
15.
15. 16 to hit. 12 is not going to make it. So 12 bludgeoning damage to our boy. Does he have any resistances to physical? These are magical attacks anyway.
No, it's poison is his immunity and
Alright.
some condition stuff.
Just started just trying to slam into him. And it is your turn, Muffle Spark. Apply the damage
I
to
can't-
your creature, or
Can't actually apply damage to him.
I will apply it.
Oh yeah, I can. I found it. Maybe. I don't know.
That's fine.
You can do it. And then I will, I guess, fire 2 more shots into him.
Okay.
Oh,
No hit.
and a second one.
Oh.
Jeez. And
A doggo.
Doggo, and he is still doing pretty good health-wise, so he'll actually attack this round.
He attacked last time.
Oh yeah, he attacked last round too. I'm just saying he.
Doggo knows how to make this happen.
Hey.
Let's see the damage. Ooh, 9 force, nice. Okay. Something to note. That is worth noting. I just need to confirm. When were those attacks coming through? All right. Reverse the damage you took, Wark. It was unable to hurt you. The fire was giving it some disadvantage.
Oh.
So it was evened out. All right. It is Wolfspark that's turn.
Yeah, that's turn.
Balfing.
I think it's probably smart. Valfine's just gonna kneel down on the wood and draw her bow, and she's going to hold an attack for the one that War is fighting to round the corner for any reason.
All right, you are holding an attack as a reaction. That is your turn, yeah.
Yes, that is it.
Brolin.
Okay, I'm gonna get into war space.
Okay, you do have a space available too to get around it if you don't want to take an opportunity attack.
Yeah. Right there. I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay. let's make some
First,
attack
my
rolls.
bite.
That hits. How do you kill it?
I imagine it I almost wall run. I hop on War, then jump onto the little. I'm assuming there's a little pillar right there on the staircase, and I run on it. And Brolin literally just latches onto his head and uses the momentum of his weight to rip it off.
Yeah, you rip it off, and we see that bucket helm slam to the ground and leave the fleshy lump that is this thing's skull. And it would reveal beneath it that it is about 3 heads stitched together into one.
Ugh.
Cute.
Ugh.
Now I have 2 more attacks. Can I try to move to the other one?
So how much movement speed do you have? That's the question.
So I was right here.
Yeah, what's your core movement speed?
40 feet.
10 feet, 15 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet. You would not have enough in a single movement to get into Fenrir's space because you're
And then back out.
Back out. So no. Yeah.
Even
10,
with 4.
15. Back to war is another 10, so that's 25. Here is 30. It would take 10 feet just to move into Fenrir's space. You need enough speed to move out of
Oh,
Fenrir's space.
okay. But if I kill it,
I mean, you can attack Fenrir. I won't stop you.
no.
Whifflespark might be upset. All right, turn.
Sounds like you had to think about it for a minute. He was like, no. Maybe. No.
Now, War, on the other hand, can pull that off.
Yeah, War can go. What's your speed, War?
40.
So you can go 10, 20, attack, and then back.
10.
Easy enough.
The other thing you could do is 10, 20, hit it, shield bash it, step over it.
If it's prone, you can step into its space.
Yeah, exactly.
So possible. It is your turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna step into Fenrir's space, and I will reckless attack thing. Advantage 21.
Hits.
Alrighty. Taking some time.
Makes another
Okay.
terrible
18.
noise. And how much damage?
18.
18. Nice. It is.
And second attack is an 18 to hit.
Definitely hits.
21 damage.
21 points of damage. All right. And yeah, both strikes makes a horrible sound. Where you move from here? Are we gonna go for the knockdown?
Bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna try to shove it, knock it down.
Roger.
So that's an
Strike.
athletic
Yep. Lennox.
contested. I have advantage because of
7.
raging.
Prone. So you can stand in
Alrighty.
space if you want. But it will not stop him from. I think the way this works is it just means you can
Counts
move
as difficult terrain,
It's
right?
difficult terrain. You can move through him because you can't
Yeah.
stop in his space. You can't stop
So I'm
him.
gonna move there, and then I'm gonna action surge, and 2 more times.
Okay. Yeah.
That works.
All right.
Criticals.
That
25.
hits. That hits. How much?
22. 22.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Crack open the
actually-
second tin can.
He'll shield bash him down to the ground, and then he kind of half goes down to a knee and brings the axe down. He
Okay.
was intending to just keep going with that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slams right into it. Your ferocity putting whatever undead life into this horrifying creature, taking that completely away. And as that last piece of metal on metal, and you hear the of the last sort of breath of this thing, you have defeated the foes in the night. Perfect timing, because it's 10 o'clock, and that
Fuck.
is where we're going to close our session for the night,
Yes.
gentlemen. Very good. I will give you some XP after I turn off the stream. Thank you for joining me, everyone, this evening. Excellent gameplay, and thank you to anybody watching over on YouTube. Appreciate it. We will catch you next time. One more game this month. All right. Catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.